Astrology for the week of July 15th. So we all know that the week started off really spicy, fiery, passionate, breakthroughs, radical rebellion with Mars conjunct Uranus, conjunct Algol, opposing Lilith. That was intense. That's Monday. Tuesday, the moon is opposing this. So moon is conjunct Lilith, opposing it, which drags the energy out. So Monday, Tuesday this week, there is breakthrough here. There is take action. There is sudden shifts. There is like change of course, possibly. It's also a time to maybe not be very reactive. It's tricky. It's really tricky on Monday and Tuesday. So something to potentially do is just to practice an offering, if this helps you, is to sit. This is what I've been doing anyways. Sit in my deepest, wisest fucking self, right? Like, all right, wisdom self, not reactive self, not the part of me that is really wild and just wants to like blow things up sometimes, but the wisdom self. And I sit in wisdom self and I look at where is it that I am headed, my truest, deepest, highest potential. What is that vision I have for myself? What is the callings that I have that are like big soul, heart and soul? A friend of mine was sharing this the other day. She's actually on the ReWilding team, Malia, love her. And she was like, heart and soul, heart and soul, heart and soul. What is it that aligns you with heart and soul, heart and soul, heart and soul, heart and soul? So sitting in deep wise self, what is it that aligns you with heart and soul? Like the greatest expression of self. It's a moment in time where, yeah, it is expect the unexpected and change is coming and we are reactive and we want to make changes and we want to make moves and we want to do stuff. But we want to make sure that we're doing it from that like wise place that's in alignment with our greatest potential. It's a moment in time where it's pushing us towards our greatest potential. Sunday, I think it's Sunday, the 21st, whatever day that is full moon. So this is all coming to a culmination, right? Full moon, it's coming to a culmination. Full moons are a culmination. This full moon is conjunct Pluto. That's evolutionary. So this very much brings in your evolutionary path. Got to be in alignment with it though. We don't want to be coming from wounded warrior. We don't want to be coming from fear-based places, reactive places, vengeful places, because that can come up with this Mars conjunct Uranus. I love Thursday. So let's move a little further in the week. I love Thursday. Thursday, we have Uranus in a sextile to the sun. This is a really positive aspect. So it's conscious self, that's the sun. Uranus, that's the breakthrough energy. So that's the breakthrough, the radical rebellion. It will help to get us into a clearer place without the reactivity involved. So my sense, you feel for you, of course, my sense is that Wednesday and Thursday, both Wednesday and Thursday, things will get a little clearer. We'll know a little bit more decisively what direction to take. Really good days to do that meditation that I just shared with you. Sit in deep, wise soul self, feel into, meditate on this, journal with this, have a good talk with a soul friend, someone that holds you to the fire, your highest potentials. This is all about your highest potentials. Pluto, super evolutionary. Full moon, conjunct Pluto, evolutionary, wants you in your fullest. Kind of doesn't care the sort of transformations needed to get you there. Doesn't really care about the shadow work required to get you there. That's Black Moon too. So we've got Black Moon, we've got the Dark Goddess. I've been talking about this for a while. She's all up in the mix in this astrology too. All right, so let's talk a little bit more. There's some Chiron stuff going on. Chiron trine Mercury. This is also happening on Thursday. So there's a way that we can translate via the mind, Mercury, via the mind, and also communicate this shamanic initiation. I want to point out Chiron as the shaman and the shamanic initiation, right? Shamanic initiation, which is like sometimes a near-death experience, sometimes going into our wounds, sometimes really challenging shit, but feel into shamanic initiation to get you to your greatest self. Your shamanic initiation. Imagine whatever's going on in life right now that's tricky, that's challenging, that's hard, that you're kind of facing. You don't know how to deal with it. You don't know what direction to take. But imagine that's your shamanic initiation that's going to take you to the highest, most evolved expression of yourself. That's what's happening. Wednesday, Thursday, really, really good for getting clarity. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Neptune gets all up in the mix. So we start to get that mystic fog, spiritual practices, the dissolving. Might not be super great for clarity. Is super good for dissolving anything Full moons are release points also. It's the culmination. It's a release point. Can be a very high level release point, especially with Pluto. Death for rebirth. You want to think death for rebirth come the weekend. Death for rebirth. Neptune's really helping in dissolving that which needs to go. It is a moment in time of things coming to an end, things peaking, things changing. Like there is a change of direction, change of life force, change of energy, change of change of you from those deep places. If you haven't seen our Mars Uranus podcast episode, type 244, we'll send that over to you. We'll also, of course, have a full moon, full proper podcast coming out this week. Don't know when that's going to be yet. But we'll have a lot of practices in it. We'll talk a lot more about this astrology. It's powerful, it's potent, it's beautiful. There's a free workshop that I can offer you to go do. Heart Warrior, that's the one that I would super recommend doing this week. We'll put a link in there. I think it's like a 40-minute workshop. It's embodied, it's rewilding, like it's good and proper. It's really helpful for this masculine energy, this Mars-Uranus energy, this awakening energy, and Chiron. Really, really good for Chiron. So super, super good to do Wednesday, Thursday. Super good to do Heart Warrior Workshop. I know some of you have it. I know some of you have the extended program. That's the reunion experience. That's a really good program to also do now if you want to go further with it. But go get the free workshop. Just type workshop below. We'll shoot you a link so you can sign up and get that first workshop. I think it's part of a series of 7. I think it's 7 workshops, but you get the first one for free, and that's just it's a good and proper full-on workshop itself to totally support you in this energy and open up to different things. I would then reflect on things after that. Do the workshop, then go into that deep reflection that I said. Sit in soul self. It'll connect you to soul self. You want to go further, get the whole workshop series, right? But sit in soul self and align with true north. That whole workshop series, the 7-part series, it'll align you with that, right? But even just that first workshop will help you to do that. So do that first, then do the reflections or have that soul conversation, ask for the clarity, right? Deepen it. It'll connect you into soul self with your true self. It's beautiful. All right. Huge love to you all. Would love to see you in the comments, in the Facebook group, in that workshop, in the whole reunion experience, wherever, whenever, however. I love you all so much, and I will see you very soon.